Hey guys, thank you so much for stopping by today. So today, as you can see by the title, we're going to be talking all about frizz and frizzy hair. We as curly girls, curly guys, we are no stranger to frizz. It is literally like our 5 o'clock shadow. It follows us everywhere and anywhere we go. So I know that this is a problem not only for me, but a lot of you guys out there as well. So before I even start off by talking about frizz, I first want to start off by saying that frizzy hair is inevitable. It's just one of those things that if you're going to embrace your curly hair, you're also going to have to embrace it along with your curly hair. And as I get more into talking about what causes it and how to prevent it, you'll see exactly why I'm saying this. So as with anything, I am a big promoter of self-love, self-acceptance, and just being comfortable with who you are, accepting your flaws along with, those things about you that make you unique and stand out. Accepting frizz is going to be your first step. Although, there are products out there, there are tips and tricks out there to help us with maintaining and keeping it under control. It's definitely something that we as curly-headed people have to live with just because that's the way it is. If any of you who are watching this video is not at that place where you would be comfortable just going out in the street with your hair the way it is, no product or minimal product, then I think you want to first get to that point. So really just take some time to sit and reflect and, just learn to accept yourself for who you are, flaws and all. So with that said, now let's move on to frizzy hair and the tips and tricks. So before we even get to what causes frizzy hair, let's define frizz. So what is frizz? Frizzy hair is basically individual strands of hair that just refuse to clump with the rest of your hair. People with curly hair, our hair doesn't just flow in one direction. It's curly, therefore it spirals and zigzags. It flows in many directions. So in order for your hair to not have frizz, every single strand literally has to lay in the same direction or be clumped all together in the same uniform way. Now, for those of us that have been living with curly hair know that that is basically impossible. So whenever I approach frizz, I always start off by saying you're never gonna 100% eliminate frizz. So let's just start there. So when it comes to frizzy hair, we first want to look at what it is that actually causes frizzy hair. So I've pretty much broken it down into 3 things. First of which is new growth. The average person will shed about 50 to 100 strands of hair a day. This would be a problem if that hair was not being replaced with new growth. So when you look at it, as your hair is growing in, you're gonna have pieces that are at different lengths compared to other strands of hair on your head. Naturally, that shorter hair strand may not necessarily want to clump with the rest of your longer pieces. So the second thing that can potentially cause frizz is broken hairs. So along the same lines as new growth, broken hairs are also going to be at different lengths compared to the rest of your hair. And now the last thing that's going to contribute to frizzy hair is dry hair. Your hair naturally wants to be moisturized, and when it's not, and there's moisture in the air, it's going to naturally gravitate towards that moisture. So a lot of times you're going to see your hair become frizzy is when there are a lot of moisture in the air. So when it's rainy and when it's drizzly, so your hair is going to want to gravitate towards that moisture. So what we need to do is moisturize our hair, obviously, and give it products that will help it to retain that moisture. Ultimately, I would hope that every curly person's goal is to have healthy, moisturized hair that is tamed and behaves. Granted, frizz is necessary if you want volume. So I, for instance, am wearing day 5 curls, which means that as the days go on that I'm wearing my wash and go, my hair is naturally going to fluff up because the moisture starts to escape the hair, and so the strands are going to start to, seek that moisture in the air and therefore start to move away from my head. So the first thing that you want to do is tame your individual hair strands that just don't want to curl with the rest of your hair. And the best thing you can do is really learn your hair's porosity, its density, its width, all of those things that are going to help you to determine what kind of products and what kind of manipulation your hair can withstand. So once you know your hair type, you know what your hair likes and doesn't like, you definitely want to stick to those products to help you with reducing the frizz. And the one thing that I recommend is really finding a really good moisturizer for your hair. So I like to moisturize my hair in many, many steps. So whenever I wash my hair, my focus is moisturizing it. So definitely cleansing it, getting rid of any product buildup is the first step. And then I begin to apply moisture to my hair in many, many ways. The first of which is through conditioner. And I will focus a lot of my wash routine on my deep conditioning treatment. After I rinse out my deep conditioner, I'm now looking to add a leave-in conditioner as I'm styling my hair. So before I add any styling products, I'm adding a leave-in conditioner, again, just to kind of help add that moisture back in. And after I apply my leave-in conditioner, I'm applying a cream styler on top of that, something that's very rich and moisturizing to help just kind of coat my strands and give it the moisture that it needs. And the last thing that I recommend is using some type of holding product, which can be a gel or a custard or even an oil, which will really help seal all of that good moisture that you just finished adding into your hair. So really being very, very particular and taking your time during your wash days is going to really help you, especially if you're wearing wash and goes and your hair is constantly being exposed to the elements. So you definitely want to make sure that during your wash routine that you're really focusing on adding that moisture in, because it's going to need it throughout the week. I also focus on, refreshing my hair every day. So I know some people will do their wash and go and just let it be for like 2, 3, 4 days. I will refresh my hair on the second day, on the third day, on the fourth day, so on and so forth. And what I'm looking to do on those days is basically re-add moisture back. I will typically spritz my hair with water, which is the best moisture you can give your hair, and then add in some type of leave-in conditioner, and then on top of that seal everything with a gel. And lately I've been very, very particular and just trying my best to stay away from silicones, because silicones, although it gives the appearance of really smooth, soft, moisturized hair, what it does is it just kind of creates a barrier on your hair strand and doesn't let any moisture go into it. So you definitely want to be careful and try and stay away from silicone-based products. So really look at your labels and make sure that you're giving your hair products that are more on the natural and healthier side. So guys, in recap, I want to say that frizz is inevitable. It's going to happen. So we first want to just make sure that we accept it for what it is. Just try to look at it as a good thing rather than a bad thing. And then not focus so much on eliminating frizz, but rather maintaining it and helping to reduce it. And also keep in mind that the frizz is what you need if you want volume in your hair. Definitely keep in mind that the first step is to accept yourself and your hair for what it is, for what it does, and focus on the health of your hair and just making it beautiful rather than, oh my God, I need to have 100% frizz-free hair. And I guarantee you, you will be a lot happier and a lot more comfortable with who you are and with flaunting your natural curly hair. So I know I have quite a few of you young ladies out there that watch me, and I'm so thankful for your support, and I want you guys to know especially that love yourself first. Obviously that is key to anything that you want to accomplish in your life. And if your goal in watching my videos is to incorporate my tips and tricks to help you to have healthier and more beautiful curly hair, then I do want to say that the first step is to accept yourself for who you are, to love yourself, love your hair for what it is. Don't compare yourself to someone else. Don't envy another curly girl's hair and wish you had her hair, but understand that every single curl is beautiful. Every curl type, every pattern, every kink, every single wave, curl, coil, whatever you want to call it, is beautiful, is unique, and you're never going to have hair like her or him or me. So you're given what you have, work with what you have, and I guarantee you, you're going to get to a place where can't nobody tell you nothing, because you know your worth and you know that your hair is beautiful regardless of what anyone out there says. And I just want you to not give up on your hair, to keep on trying things out, taking in the tips and tricks that you learn here on my channel and from other curly girls out there and curly guys, because we share our tips not so that you can try to have hair like ours, but for you to be able to have the tools and techniques to make your hair a better version of itself. There is no magic ticket, there is no, magic potion that's going to give you frizz-free curls, but just try and incorporate those tips and tricks that you pick up, play around with different products, play around with different techniques, different styles, so that you can find a routine and a rhythm that really works for your hair. I know I went off on a little rant. It's just the self-esteem builder person in me that I just felt like I needed to get that out. I felt like this was the perfect video to actually do that. So with that said, guys, I just wanted to say thank you again for watching this video. I really hope you found it helpful and you enjoyed it. If you have any tips and tricks to help with maintaining and reducing frizz, definitely feel free to leave that down below. Don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the content that I shared with you guys today. But once again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.